using EDVAL Choice to make subject selections. Each student will receive an email with the following steps which they need to follow. First of all, you'll click on the link spring.edval.education login. Using the web code, if you cut and paste that web code, you will be able to log in quite easily. Pasting the web code, signing in to EDVAL Choice. You will come up with a page that looks like this for each of your preferences to be made. There are a number of rules that you need to follow, and these rules have been outlined already for you. For example, if you select English Extension, you must have already selected Advanced English, and the same with Maths. Also, you must select one unit of religion, etc. So first of all, you might select English Standard, then Studies of Religion 1 unit. Now, it's important to realise that this priority 3 should be your favourite subject, the one that you want to do most of all, because the EDVAL timetabler actually allocates your priority preferences in order. So the choices that you make at the top are probably the ones that you will get. And if there are clashes, the priority 6 and 7 may be bumped out for some of your reserves. So these top 3 preferences in particular need to be the main subjects that you want to do. So I'm going to choose Business Studies. And then I'm going to choose, say, Chemistry. My priority 5 might be Active Volunteering, which is a new course that you'll find out about a little later on. Then I might choose Legal Studies. Then let's say Music. So they are the subjects that I want to do most of all in order. The main subject I want to do is Business Studies, and then my second choice is Chemistry, etc. You must complete the 3 reserve subjects because, as I said, if one of these subjects doesn't end up happening, you will need a reserve subject to fill in the gaps. You'll be told about the reserves, the need for the reserves if they do happen. So just choosing some reserves. Geography, let's say French, and Society and Culture. So that's my 13 units. You must have either 12 or 13 units and 6 units of reserves. That's 3 subjects. Now, say I change my mind before I submit and I decide I want to do Studies of Religion 2 units. All of these add up to 14 units, which will be too many units for me to study. So what will happen is Music, my bottom choice, will become a reserve. But for now, I'm going to go back to Studies of Religion 1. But as you can see, you can go and change any of them however you want. Once you hit submit, you can go back and change those preferences. So once I've submitted, a form is generated. Now this form is simply a summary of the choices, your main units and your reserve units. And there is a space at the bottom for you to sign and your parents to sign. And also later on, you will have a meeting with a staff member. And at that meeting, after that meeting, they will sign that to sign off from the college's perspective. Now, it's important that this form is handed in to the main reception at school on no later than Friday the 12th of June. So these forms must be submitted. Now, once you've submitted the form, you may change your mind. You may decide you've submitted the form on Wednesday, you've changed your mind about one of your subjects. All you need to do is go back and follow the same procedure. Go into EDVAL Spring, use your web code, and once you use your unique web code, your subjects will come up. And now you've had a chance to think a little bit more, and you might decide you want to do 2 units of religion. And you might decide you've changed your mind about business studies and want to do, let's say, French as one of your main subjects. However, now you've chosen French as a reserve. It will notify you, and if I try to submit, it won't let me because there is a clash. So now I will change French to a different subject. However, that won't allow me to submit either because, as I said to you before, you can't do 14 units. So if I submit, even though I've fixed up my reserves, I've got 14 units. So I need to take music out of there, and if music is something that I really want to do, I will make it my first reserve, and then move geography down, and then maybe I will stay with society and culture. So when you change your mind, if you change your mind, submit. A new form is generated with a new date. This form must be signed by your parents. It is really important that we have a copy of the form. We have a copy of your parents signing off to say, yes, they agree with your preferences. And then you will be able to discuss it with a member of the college leadership team or one of the KLA coordinators. If you have any questions, please feel free to see me or send me an email. Thank you.